I want to talk about this real quick, and I am going to go back to my normal stuff after this, hopefully, unless something happens that I also want to talk about. And yes, I just got out of the shower. I think, did I already say that? I got a short memory if I did. Anyways, essentially, I want to say this. I will talk about situations that I feel like I want to talk about because it's deplorable and I want to make some type of, message. Tell you guys, some of you who may not know about the situation, some of you who even do, exactly what's going on and try to do it in the shortest amount of time possible. But that's not what we're here to focus on. We're not here to focus on my story. Damn, I got a big ass forehead. But anyways, what I'm here to talk about is a guy named Joey Nigro. Now, that is not how you properly pronounce his last name. All I'm going to say is, instead of Nye, pronounce it Knee, and then put the other part of his last name together, and you get a racial slur. Now, it is with an I instead of an E, but still, it's pronounced, racial slur like that. So, essentially what he has done is he's a pedophile. A massive pedophile. He's essentially, like what Exploding Apple said, he is essentially the Chris Chan of goanimate. So what did he do exactly? Well, there is one Discord message thing I've seen where he was asked by, and then this was a catfish. It wasn't an actual person, but the catfish said in the character he was playing, "I'm still 16. Do you still want to date though, sweetheart?" And you know what Joey said? Yes. He said yes with no hesitation. He also made pornographic art of cartoon characters, which normally is weird, but wouldn't be bad if he hadn't made it of. And the guy in the video that Exploding Apple was watching on his live stream said this. The three characters he did it mostly with are Bluey, Caillou, and Super Y. Now tell me, what is something similar between those three characters? Oh, I know, they're kids. And Caillou was the fucking youngest, I believe. And he tries to defend himself by saying he did it like in a style to where they were grown up and not kids anymore. That doesn't make it right, though. You are taking a child character, and even though you are aging them up, you are making pornographic art of them. And I have not seen the images because I frankly do not want to see that. Because that's disgusting. Pedophiles in general disgust me. Because to think that someone out there who is over the age of 18, sometimes even over the age of like 30, will date a kid and find them attractive. Like, yeah, you can think a kid is adorable in like a non-romantic way. Kind of like what your parents feel like you are. They call you cute. They think you're cute when you're born because they love you. But it's not a romantic love. It is more like a neutral type feeling. I really had to try and explain that without it sounding bad. Because just the idea alone of calling a kid cute, it just seems weird. Like you can think they are, but not in like a sexual way. But it still sounds wrong. But Joey, he goes out of his way to not only text minors, but then send pictures of himself. Now, he has not sent any pictures of his downstairs from what I have seen. But from what I have seen, he's taken pictures of him shirt completely off. And the thing is, he has done all this, and yet he says he hates pedophiles, when he literally is one. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on the matter. I am disgusted by this person. I am deeply, deeply disappointed that YouTube has just allowed him to stay here. I hope he gets kicked. I hope he gets deplatformed. I hope he gets arrested, because he is a danger to children. He is a danger to any child who comes into contact with him. That's all I want to say on the matter. I will go back to posting my normal stuff. Hopefully, unless something happens and I want to talk about it, then I will go back to making these types of videos. But these are not going to be the main focus of my channel. These are more supposed to be, hey, you know, I want to talk about this, I'm going to do it. But I will go back to gaming stuff, you know, like gaming shorts and shit. So, I hope you all have a good rest of your night. I know it's midnight, but I hope you all have a good rest of the midnight, I guess. And see you later. Also, I'm moving out of here soon, so that's nice. Should be leaving next week on Wednesday and Thursday, so I won't be active those days, even though I'm not really active as much as I used to be. But anyways, see ya.